Hi, my name is Joshua Chang. I'm the Volume 58 Editor-in-Chief here at the Eyeopener. I started as the Fun and Satire editor. I had contributed a couple times to the community section before I became an editor in my 4th year. So when I was elected as the Fun and Satire editor, I was pretty surprised, to say the least. And I knew I wanted to make a really good impression. So when the Frosh issue for Volume 57 came around, I was actually on a plane flying to Los Angeles, furiously typing up a story, editing it, really trying my best to make sure that I made a good first impression. 2 days after we land, on the production day, I have an allergic reaction. And I spend the production day in a small Orange County hospital, post-anaphylactic shock, with nothing that I could have done. And that was not my greatest first impression. Being a Fun and Satire editor really taught me what kind of an impact the Eye could have, whether it be through the stories they were telling, the people who were engaging with its content, or the people that worked here. When I became editor-in-chief, one of my biggest goals was to continue opening those doors and to make sure that the Eye could do the same thing it did for me for many other people. As a student journalist, it takes a lot of guts to cover a story, and to cover a story with the intention every single time of doing it right. So many students have come through the Eye with the true intention of pursuing the greater good and setting aside themselves and their own time and their own lives to cover stories that would otherwise be left under the rug. It's such a beautiful thing to watch happen before your very eyes, to know that young people want to see that good in the world and want to be a part of that. For any student who came along for the ride this year, whether it be a story you told, a photo you took, a story of your own that you shared, you are the reason that we still exist. You are the impact that we all hope to make here at the Eye. You know, I could not have predicted how this year would have gone down. I couldn't have predicted the stories we were going to tell, the highs we were going to experience and the lows we were going to navigate together, but I wouldn't rather have done it any other way. If I had to summarize this experience in a few words, I don't think I'd be able to. There's so much that happens here. There's so many learning experiences and unexpected twists that come into play that you kind of just have to address and go with. And that summarizes student journalism pretty well, is that you can't really expect what's going to happen. All you know is that you have to do it. You have to cover it, you have to chase it, you have to report on it, and you have to do it right. As much as I would love to sit here and tell you all about Volume 58 and to write down every experience and how it happened, I don't think there's enough words in the world for that. But all I can say to you is thank you for following us this year, for trusting us to tell your stories. And to my masthead, to anybody that contributed with us this year, thank you for making this one hell of an adventure for me. And I can't wait to see what Volume 59 has in store, because as we know, adventure's always out there, and there are many more unexpected adventures to come. All right, I'm head out. I think I'm done. Woo! I think.